Hello and welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a practice sealed build so that you all will be ready for pre-releases this coming weekend. Thank you Wizards for the pre-product for the Marvel Spider-Man set. Let's dive into it. Let's start with the best part, opening packs and sorting the cards as you open them. So we've got Risky Research, City Pigeon, Beetle, Shock, Spider-Man, Pumpkin Bombardment, Spider-Bot, Oscorp Research Team. Ooh, a Craven. Yeah, it'll fit. Let's see. Make sure I have room for all of the piles. Flying Octobot, Spider Slayer, Superior Spider-Man as the rare, 2 blue-black for a 4/4. You may have Superior Spider-Man enter as a copy of any creature card in the graveyard, except his name is Superior Spider-Man, and he's a 4/4 Spider-Human hero in addition to his other types. When you do, exile that card. And then another Spider-Bot, and a Forest. Oh, multicolors are right here. Duh. Alright. So the strategy I'm going to approach while building this deck is to look at each color individually, and I'm going to separate out the cards that I think are strong and reasons to play that color versus cards that are like maybe okay, and then cards that I think are straight up bad. Our rare here is Iron Spider-Man, Stark Upgrade, 3 mana, 2/3. Put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact, creature, and/or vehicle you control. Remove and tap it to do that. And then you can spend 2 mana, remove 2 +1/+1 counters from among artifacts you control. Draw a card. This card looks really good. I'm playing it no matter what, I'm pretty sure. It's colorless. I don't have to be in a specific color. And then once I do that for each color, that will kind of give me an idea about how deep each color is. And then I can also look at my multicolors to decide on an actual color combination. Ooh, Web Up, great removal. And typically when I'm building a deck, I am looking for 13 to 15 creatures, 23 total cards, and 17 lands. Ooh, Unexpected Windfall. It is a special guest. 2 red for an instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Draw 2 and create 2 treasure tokens. Interesting. The art is also very interesting. I like it. Very, very comic book style. Ooh, The Death of Gwen Stacy. Chapter 1, destroy target creature. Chapter 2, each player may discard a card. Each player who doesn't loses 3 life. Chapter 3, exile any number of target players' graveyards. Oh, wow. And another rare. With great power, ... 3 and a white. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. Interesting. And a swamp. Well, we're halfway done with the packs now. Let's see what else we get. We can build the deck. At first I was like, where's the red pile? Because the special guest looks very different than normal cards. Ooh, Craven the Hunter. 1 black-green for a 4/3 with trample. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with the greatest power among creatures that player controls dies, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Craven the Hunter. I think this card's great. It's a 3 mana 4/3 trample at base, and it has a ton of upside. Spider-Man and an island. We haven't gotten any of the dual lands though, and they're like roughly 50%. So I'm not entirely sure what the story is there. Hopefully we'll get a couple. We want some good fixing, because I'm kind of seeing a Soul Tide deck here. I've got a lot of blue-black dual colors, but then I've got Craven, so. And I'd like to be able to go all those colors. Green also has a good amount of fixing, so. Oh, Spider Woman. 1 and a blue-white hybrid for a 2/2 flying. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter tapped. And then a foil Great Power with Great Power. Okay, here's a dual land. It's not in the soul types, but at least I got one. Ooh, kapow. That's great removal. Hot dog card. Okay, that's some fixing. Multiversal Passage. That's fixing. As this land enters, choose a basic land type. Then you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. This land is the chosen type. So it's kind of like a shock land, but it's only one color, but you get to choose the color. All right, decent. Ooh, Daily Bugle Building. This is also a fixing land. So Sinister Hideout. That is in the Sultai colors. I'm gonna actually put the lands down here. All right, let's go through each of these cards. Spider-Man Web Slinger. 3 mana, 3/3 with web slinging for 1. This card's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. I don't think with Great Power is very good. Having 2 of them, it could be fun, but I don't really think I have very many equipments. So I'm gonna say that goes in the straight bad. And it's bad, mediocre, good. Thwip. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. If it's a spider, you gain 2. I actually think this is like pretty good combat trick, given that it's 1 mana. Another Spider-Man Web Slinger. Starling Aerial Ally. 4 and a white for a 3/4. When it enters, another target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. I mean, I think it's fine. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great. Another with Great Power. Not good. Okay, Web Up. It's Banishing Light. Card's great. Web Shooters. It's another equipment. That's funny. 1 and a white. Equipped creatures get +1/+1 and has reach. And whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. Interesting. I don't think it's that amazing, though. Wild Pack Squad. 2 and a white, 2/3. At the beginning of combat in your turn, up to 1 target creature gains first strike and vigilance until end of turn. Meh. Oh, actually, I think it can be good. Like, first strike and vigilance makes it really good at attacking, and it can still block. City Pigeon. 1 mana, 1/1, flying. When it leaves, create a food. I think it's fine. So white's like, it looks kind of mediocre. Alright, blue. Probably not going to be that great. Secret Identity. Until 1 mana, instant, choose 1. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a citizen with base power and toughness 1/1 and gains hexproof. Or until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a hero with base power and toughness 3/4 and gains flying and vigilance. Okay. I think it's fine. It's a decent combat trick. I'm gonna move these out of the way. We don't need those. Whoosh. It's a functional reprint of the card from Dominaria. The card's good. I like it. Chameleon, Master of Disguise. 4 mana, 2/3. Can enter as a copy of a creature you control, except his name is Chameleon, Master of Disguise. I think it's fine, and it has Mayhem for 3. It's fine. If you have good creatures to copy, then I think it's good. Oscorp Research Team, I think is just mostly too slow. It's a 4 mana, 1/5. Can spend 7 mana to draw 2. Amazing Acrobats. 3 mana, counter a spell, or tap 1 or 2 target creatures. Terrible. School Days. 3 and 2 blue, choose 1. Do homework or fight crime. I would choose do homework any day. Draw 3 or counter a spell, draw a card. I think this card's actually pretty good. The fact that it gives you the flexibility, and even though you're countering the spell, you still get to draw 1 card. This card will always replace itself at the very least. Another Oscorp Research Team. Doc Ock. 4 and a blue for 4/5. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Doc Ock has base power and toughness 8/8. As long as you control another villain, Doc Ock has hexproof. I think this is actually pretty good. You're likely going to have another villain. So it's a 5 mana 4/5 with hexproof. And then as the game goes on, you're going to get 8 or more cards in your graveyard, and it's an 8/8. So I like it. Oh my god, a third Oscorp Research Team. Mysterious Phantasm. 2 mana, 1/3, Flying Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, mill a card. Oh, this is good. This goes with Duck Gawk, which we have a second one. Flying Octobot. 2 mana, 1/1 flying. Whenever another villain you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Only once each turn. I think it's fine. If you have a lot of villains, I think it would be really good, but I think on its own, it's not great. Another Oscorp Research Team. Wow, so many. Beetle, Legacy Criminal. 4 mana, 3/3 flying. 2 mana, exile this card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. Only as a sorcery. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's fine. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's fine. Alright, on to black. Merciless Enforcers. 1 out of black, 2/1. Lifelink. And then it's 4 mana. This creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. So 4 mana drain for 1. I like it. It could be really good in the late game. Venom's Hunger. 5 mana, destroy a creature, gain 2, and 2 less if you have a villain. I like it. Scorpion Sting. 2 mana, -3/-3. Great. Death of Gwen Stacy. 3 mana, destroy a creature with upside. Great. Sandman's Quicksand. 1 black. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If its mayhem cost was paid, which is 3 in a black. Creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn instead. So it's either both sides, or if you mayhem it, it's a one-sided board wipe. I don't know. It seems kind of situational. It could definitely be a sideboard card if you find them that they have a lot of X2s. Ooh, another Merciless Enforcers. Risky Research. Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2 for 3 mana. There's always one of these in this set. They're always, like, fine. Not amazing, but fine. Shocker Unshakable. 4 red, 5/5. During your turn, Shocker has first strike. When he enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. I like it a lot. It can shoot something when it enters and is a big beat stick. Spider Islanders, 4 mana, 4/3 with Mayhem for 2. I think it's fine. Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. 5 mana, 5/4 Menace, and then discard it for 2 mana. Until end of turn, target creature you control gains +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur. I think it's good. The flexibility is really nice. Spider Gwen, Free Spirit. 2 in a red, 2/3, reach. When she becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. This goes really well with Mayhem, but I think overall it's a fine card. Taxi Driver, 2 mana, 3/1, 1 in tap, target creature gains haste until end of turn. Again, I think it's fine. I don't think it's amazing. Honestly, it's definitely one of your filler cards. Unexpected Windfall. 2 red. Instant, as an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Draw 2 and create 2 treasure tokens. I like this card a lot in the set, given how much mayhem there is. So, like, the discarding a card isn't actually going to be as difficult. And then drawing 2 and making 2 treasure tokens at instant speed, too. So, I think this card's good. Angry Rabble. 2 mana, 2/2, trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Activate only as a sorcery. I think it's good. It scales in the late game, which is nice. Hobgoblin. Mantled Marauder. 2 mana, 1/2, flying haste. Whenever you discard a card, he gets +2/+0 until end of turn. I could be, like, really aggressive. There's a lot of ways in this set to discard cards, so I think it's good. Another Taxi Driver. Shock. Another reprint. Shock's generally pretty good. Alright, green, the best one. Kapow. 3 mana, put a counter on target creature you control. It fights target creature an opponent controls. Great removal. Damage Control Crew. 4 mana, 3/3. When it enters, choose 1. Return target card with mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand. Or exile target artifact or enchantment. I think it's fine. I think it's really good if you have a lot of big things, but sometimes it can just not have any good hits. Guy in the Chair. I think it's great ramp, and then later can put counters on spiders. Spider-Man, Brooklyn Visionary. 5 mana, 4/3 with web slinging for 3. When Spider-Man enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I think it's fine. At 5, it's not great, because at 5 mana, it's like, you don't really need to be ramping anymore. You've already gotten the mana you need. So a 5 mana 4/3 is like pretty underwhelming. If you can web sling it, it can be decent, but I think it's just fine. I'm not too thrilled to play it. Pictures of Spider-Man. 3 mana. When it enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest on bottom of your library in a random order. And then 1 tap, sacrifice this artifact to create a treasure token. I think it's fine. I think you need to be creature dense enough for it to be able to hit reliably. Professional Wrestler. 4 mana 4/4. When this creature enters, create a creature token. And then this creature can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. I think it's really good, because especially not being able to be blocked by more than 1 creature means it can be very hard to like double block and kill. And also making a treasure is really good. Craven's Cats. 2 mana 2/2. It gets +2/+2 until end of turn for 3 mana, only once each turn. It seems very unexciting. Lurking Lizards. 2 mana 1/3 trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I think you need to have enough to make it work. And then another Spider-Man. Alright, multicolors. There's a lot of these. Spider-Woman. I think it's pretty decent. Slowing your opponent down in a 2 mana 2/2 flyer is great. Vulture, Scheming Scavenger. When Vulture attacks, other villains you control gain flying until end of turn. And it's 6 mana. I think it's pretty good. There's a lot of villains in this set. Gallant Citizen, it's kind of like Elvish Visionary, but double pips. I still think it's quite strong. Craven, I think, is a bomb. Bombs I put sideways. Craven's the first bomb I think I've seen. SPDR, piloted by Penny. 3 mana, 3 blue-white for 4/4 Vigilance. When they enter, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. I think it's a lot. It's great card advantage. Morbius, the Living Vampire. 4 mana 3/1 flying, Vigilance, lifelink. 2 mana, exile this card from your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. 1 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom. I like this card a lot, actually. Because like it's pretty aggressive early on. Can attack and block and gain a bunch of life. And then it's good card selection later on. Another Gallant Citizen. Rhino's Rampage, kind of like Prey Upon. I like this a lot. Skyward Spider. 2 mana 2/2, Ward 2. It has flying as long as it's modified. I think it's fine. I don't think it's amazing. Superior Spider-Man, I think, is very good. Craven, 3 mana, star 4 Vigilance. Power is equal to the greatest man among among permanents you control. I like it. He's at least going to be a 3 mana 3/4 Vigilance. So that's good. Pumpkin Bombardment. I think in general this is just great removal. So we have a lot of good multicoloreds. Alright, let's look at our artifacts. Oops. Living Brain, Mechanical Marvel. At the beginning of combat, target non-equipment artifact becomes an artifact creature with base power of 3/3. I don't think it's great. Hot Dog Cart, I think it's fine if you need the fixing. Eerie Gravestone. Again, I'm not super excited about this. Mechanical Mobster, I think is fine. Spider-Mobile, you need spiders. Spider-Bot, I think only if you really, really need the fixing, like badly. Subway Train, again, if you need the fixing, it's good. Iron Spider-Man is great. Hot Dog Cart's fine. Subway Train and Spider-Bot are, like, fine. Spider Slayer. I think this could be really good. There's like a lot of big spiders that this can be able to kill. And then making 2 1/1s with flying later on could be pretty good. So I like it. And another Spider Bot. Okay. So now we have all our cards laid out here. We have our dual lands here. I think blue and black, we're definitely playing those 2 colors. I think the question is, do we add a 3rd color, and what is that 3rd color? I think that 3rd color is either green or white. White would be for SPDR, green would be for Craven. I think Craven is just like a better card. And like, we don't have fixing really for either. And like, white does have web up. But like, I think black has enough removal. And I think Craven is just really good, especially with removal. So I think I'm leaning towards going blue-black, having a pretty light splash of green. the Sinister Hideout and these 3 lands make the fixing really strong. So yeah, I'm just gonna clear away all the stuff that I don't need. I'll leave these. And yeah, just take away the multicoloreds. I'll hold on to this for now. I could definitely still play it. Maybe I'd play this. I definitely would not play this, especially if green's my splash. No, and no. Okay. So these are the cards I'm not playing. I'm just gonna, for sure, I'm gonna put them off to the side. I'm gonna pile up these. This run is Rampage is a maybe. And so I have the cards that I want to play, that I think are really strong. And then I have these cards, which I'll add them if I need cards. And I'll look through them before I like actually finalize my deck, because maybe there's a card in here and it's like, oh, it's actually really good in this type of a deck. So, let's see. And I'm gonna lay them out. Creatures on top by mana curve, and non-creatures on bottom by mana curve. So that way we can like see, are we missing any, are we low on creatures? Do we have a high curve? That kind of stuff is just a nice visual to see that. Oh, this is down here. Okay, how many cards is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's pretty close. We have a really nice distribution of creatures. I think our curve is pretty nice. We might want a few 3/3s or 3 drops. All right, how many villains do we have? We have this that cares about villains, and we have this flying Octobot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is plenty of villains for me to play this card. This Beetle I might play. I don't think I need to play this Rhino's Rampage. Maybe because we are a 3-color deck, having at least one hot dog cart is probably going to be beneficial. So maybe this is the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I think this looks good for a deck. I'll just have to figure out the mana base. So we have these. Can be anything. This can be anything. So for green, actually, I don't want to play this guy in chair. I'd play Beetle over that. The guy in chair, it's not going to do very much if green's my splash color. By the time I draw and cast and am able to cast him, it's like, I don't need more mana. So I have 3 green cards. I want no less than 3 green sources, but if I count these, then that's 1 forest. But I think I kind of want to go to 2 just because, like, this has to only be one thing, and also this, like, costs an extra mana to be a green. Black. Let's see. So right now we're at 2 forests, and we can see if we need more lands or we need to cut lands, but I think 2 at a base is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I won't count that. 9. What I'm basically doing here is I'm counting all the black pips I see, and then I divide by 2 and add 1, and that's how many sources I'd ideally want. So I have 9. I'm going to round up to 10, so that would be 5 up to 6 black sources. So this would say 3, but I'm going to say I want 4. So right now I want 4 swamps and 2 forests. I have some number here. Not enough, but that's okay. And then blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Round up to 12, divide by 2 to 6, add 1 to 7. And again, 3, so that'd be 4, but I want I'll have 5 islands. So 5 islands, 4 swamps, and 2 forests so far. That's 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can add 3 lands. At least 1 island and 1 swamp. I don't think I need to go up to a 3rd forest. So it's really between an island and a swamp. I think black is more removal, and like more of my creatures are a little bit more in blue. It's pretty even though between like which one's early, but I guess I'll add an extra swamp to even it out. So 6-6-2 is the split. 6 islands, 6 swamps, 2 forests, plus these 3 is 17 lands, and this is a 23 card deck. Well, hopefully this is helpful and you get a little bit more insight into the thought process of building a sealed deck, and good luck in any sealed events that you play in. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you, Wizards, and thank you, everybody. Bye!